Hello, everyone. My name is Stanley St. Rose, and today we're going to be talking about Where Are You Going? Where Have You Been? By Joyce Carol Oates. Now, before I go into summary analysis of this work, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment so that the channel can continue to grow. Alright, so with this short story, it's all about Connie. Connie's the main character here. And she's 15. She is having sex. Um, you know, um, I guess she's living life on the edge, basically. First we see her with Eddie. It seemed like they were just like teenagers just dating, but it just switched up on us. Things are moving pretty fast for the life of Connie. She's very superficial. Looks, beauty, boys. She's daydreaming about boys and warm caresses and things like that. So Connie is 15, but she's growing up really fast, and it's really hard to root for Connie because I mean, it's just yeah. I mean, she is not listening to anybody. She is rebelling against her parents. And life, life moves pretty fast. The decisions, especially the romantic decisions that you make when you're a teenager, they can very affect your romantic life in the future in terms of, well, by your mid 20s to early 30s, most people will have kids or get married. It's either both or one or the other. That's usually the human condition. That's usually the route that most people go through. And the early decisions that you make, they can really impact your life. Now, Connie at 15, she felt like, she felt like she knew better than her parents. Um, she felt, that her beauty meant a lot, her hair, her looks. She was a teenager that was already, having certain out there experiences. And she has her friend Betty. She's, seeing Eddie and her other suitors. And well, Arnold Friend, he comes on the scene, and I think Joyce Carol Oates here is having some fun with the last name of Friend. Arnold Friend. He's not a friend. He's not a. He's too much of a friend. He's a friendly friend. Friend. You don't want those types of friends that are just too friendly. And so Arnold Friend is not, I mean, this guy, he has a car, and the car has a smiley face on it. Those types of people that are so friendly and so nice, it comes off as creepy. Like for me, I don't like clowns because they're just too creepy. The smiles just look sinister, and the colors are just too much. When things are too much, they just give you that this vibe is not. It's a little bit disturbing, right? Because I feel like honestly, when you go too friendly, you become the Joker. You become criminally insane. So Arnold Friend, I mean, he just shows up at this girl's house, this 15-year-old girl's house, and Connie thinks that Arnold Friend is like this guy in his 30s. So statutory, this is a whole minor, you know. Connie's a whole minor, and Arnold is an adult, and yeah, yeah. So it's pretty dark stuff. It's pretty dark stuff. And yeah, Arnold's like, we're lovers. Again, statutory. I mean, this man just hops out of a car, and it's like wants to be lovers with this 15-year-old. It gets very dark, and this is what happens when you live life on the edge. When you live life on the edge, you will meet other people who are also on the edge, and Arnold Friend is definitely living life on the edge. He has another guy in the car too when he shows up to Connie's house to take her out on a ride. And in terms of deeper meaning analysis here, the ending is really ambivalent. We don't. Kanye seems to be drawn to people like this, people who are having fun, living life on the edge. And again, there are phases to life. A lot of teenagers want to be Kanye. A lot of teenagers are Kanye. You know, if you had strict parents growing up, from 0 to 12, you had strict parents, and by the time you start to get 13, you start to rebel. By the time you're 14 and 15, you just want to get out there. You want to see the world. You want to have some adventures. And parents usually they've been through all of this. They know what kind of dangers, like Arnold, that's out there. And parents, a lot of times they will warn you about this because they know what can happen. And a man showing up at your house wanting to take you out and telling you that you're lovers, that could be a possibility because stalkers are real, rapists are real, kidnappers are real. These things happen, and Arnold, he is not a friendly friend. He's not. He's gonna get what he wants to get, and we really don't know what's happening to Connie by the end of this work, and or what Arnold is going to do. I mean, we know he wants sex. He told her that we're lovers. So this is very dark, and this you know, Kanye is pushed or he is forcing her to, um, telling her to come out, that, threatening her, telling her that he knows her parents, her circle, her friends, where she goes to school. Like he knows things. So he's kind of like saying, yo, if you don't come out, I'm going to do some things that you're going to regret not coming out. So by the end, it's kind of like, well, I got to do something, or there's a possibility he might attack my parents. There's a possibility he might kill my parents. There's a possibility that he might do something out of pocket, something off the cuff, something insane to get me to come out. And, sometimes, that's the detriment of beauty sometimes and attraction. It's great to look good. It's great to be beautiful. It's great to have suitors and men being attracted to you. I mean, who doesn't like attention? I mean, humans love attention. But there's also a dark side of attention, and it's Arnold Friend. It's too much attention. It's people who want you. And when I mean want you, it's like they're going to get you no matter what. So that's the dark side of too much attention. And Connie thought it was all just fun and games and getting attractive boys to like her and to sleep with her. But you also attract the wrong crowds. Arnold Friend, you attract the wrong friends. I mean, listen, I had to make that joke because he's truly not a friend. I mean, Joyce Carol Oates, I do believe, in terms of deeper meaning analysis here, she's having some really fun with the name Friend and the smiley face on this guy's car and Arnold Friend on his car. Joyce Carol Oates is definitely having some fun with this one. But in terms of deeper meaning analysis, there's a lot to unpack here, with youth, innocence, rebellion towards parents, not following guidance of people who are older than you, thinking that you know too much things when you're too young. Because again, until you're in your 30s, there's so much you don't know about the world. And people who are in their 50s and 60s, they've seen some things, all right? If you've lived half a century on Earth, you've seen some things. You've understood some things. You've paid some taxes. You've gotten screwed, You've gotten screwed over, lied to, cheated on. If you've lived, more than 40 years on this planet, you've seen the good and the bad, and you have the freedom and the liberty to give some kids some advice, because not everything is peachy. You're gonna find some things out there that leave you traumatized, and Connie was just having fun, and Arnold is her trauma, because he's not gonna go anywhere, because he's literally threatening her family, and threatening her that if she doesn't come out this house, dark things are going to happen. Some ominous things are going to happen. So the ending is very ambivalent. We don't truly know what happens to Connie. We don't know if she got, if she's gonna, or what's gonna happen to her. Like, the whole lovers thing, the whole, feels like a whole kidnapping thing. You know, the ending is just kind of like, is she having a breakdown? Is she, what is going on? Because it's almost like, she's daydreaming, she's hallucinating. It feels like the ending feels like a lot of hoopla that uh, that kind of like says a lot about, you know, being innocent, being a teenager, not listening to parents, rebellion, and exploring the world on the edge and the detriments of what that can be. So it does leave you with the story leaves you with a lot of space to think about life and being cautious about who you are and what you do and the consequences of that. All right, that's all I have to say about this work. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.